Hey guys, what's going on? Tryhard Casual here, and we're working on some quick Konar Slayer today. On this episode, we're killing Kalphite in the Kalphite Cave. You may notice this is task only, so you're not able to do this unless you're on a Slayer task. And this is also not to be confused with the Kalphite layer. I do have a link to that down below for a guide I made on that if you were curious about that instead. I will say the Kalphite Cave is the superior option if you're looking for better XP rates. But to begin, I think we need to talk about what gear we're taking and why we're picking it. Alright, so when we're talking about Kalphite and the Kalphite Cave, we have three variants we can go for. The Guardians are the strongest and probably not worth it because of how long it takes to kill them, and they have lackluster drops. The Soldiers are going to be best for most accounts because you get the best XP rates if you're using a cannon. And the Workers are probably only for lower level accounts that don't have a cannon yet or don't feel like spending the money on one. So what I'm opting to do is kill the Soldiers. The Kalphite do have pretty high range defense and they are weak to crush. That being said, it really doesn't matter too much what weapon style you bring. The cannon is going to do most of the heavy lifting, honestly. And I do know of at least one safe spot down there, which I'll show you later. Looking at my gear, we're just going to opt for max strength essentially because I'm a higher combat level like I do in most of these videos. The only variation really is that I'll have a ring of wealth so I can pick up all the gold on the ground without really thinking about it. And like I said, I know the cannon's going to be doing most of the heavy lifting here, so we don't have to worry about losing the berserker ring. I'm actually going to make one small switch here. I'm going to have a bracelet of slaughter because I want to extend this task as much as possible considering the XP rates for Kalphites in the Kalphite Cave are really good. I'll throw down some other options on screen if you don't have higher combat stats. I would say for most accounts you'll probably want to go with camping prayer and then just camp melee prayer while the cannon does most of the work for you. It's also worth pointing out that Kalphite are weak against crush weapons, and I would be bringing an abyssal bludgeon if I had one on me. That being said, a whip is going to be more than okay on this task, but I think it's time to talk about inventory. This is actually after I already completed the assignment. I made a small mistake in thinking the Kalphites can drop bones, and that really messed up my inventory going into the task. So ignore later in the video if you see my inventory looking different. This is what we're going to be going with instead. I'm going to have a Ceridon Godsword as my spec weapon. If you don't have one, it's no big deal. A Dragon Dagger is just fine. On top of that, we're going to be using Guthans to heal. That's going to be the bulk of our healing. If you don't have that, you can just bring some more pizzas, some lobsters. I think I mentioned this before, but camping prayer is definitely going to be the better option if you're not a higher level. On top of that, we're going to bring some super strength, some super defense, super attack. We're also going to have an antidote plus because the Kalphite can poison you even through prayer. We're going to have 2 lobsters, just in case. It's also no secret by now that we're going to have a cannon in our inventory. We're also going to have 2 additional bracelets of slaughter because one isn't going to be enough for the entire task. In our rune pouch, we're just going to have nature runes and fire runes for high alch. We're going to have a gem bag and an herb sack for some of the drops, although they don't drop a lot of them, so you probably can get away without using these. But if you have them, you might as well bring them. And we're going to have a house teleport to get out. Okay, looking at the map, the Kalphite Cave is going to be right here. If you have a glory amulet to Al-Kharid, that's probably going to be your best bet. If that's not available for some reason, you could just take a Lumbridge teleport, then run down south a bit. It's really not that hard to get there. But once you're inside, you just need to go up to the north, and we're going to be in this room cannoning the Soldiers. So we're down in the Kalphite Cave now. Right here is where the safe spot would be if you just want to range or mage them from a distance or something. It might be a little slow because you can only really get like 1 or 2 there at a time, then you have to drag them over. It's really just another reason to use a cannon or melee on this task. Alright, that's pretty much it, so I'm just going to run in here, set up my cannon, and start this timer. So I will see you guys at the end of this task. So just as I thought, it really didn't take that much time to finish it. It was only 18 minutes for over 100 of them, and then we also extended it with the Bracelet of Slaughter, so that's not bad. I don't think we made too much money, but in the price checker, 52k. You're really not expecting too much when you're using a cannon on a Kalphite task. But with our Brimstone keys, we might make up a little bit more money. Okay, 123k and 248, that's really nice. This is really good for a Kalphite task. This is just another example of why I like Konar so much. I just love the key drops, that RNG of possibly getting some riches at the end of it when you know you're not going to make much off the rip. But that is going to wrap it up for this one, guys. I'm thinking Friday's video is going to be a guide on Volcano. I don't have any viewer suggested guides right now, so if you guys have anything you want to know about, and I know enough about it, I can definitely make it the next video. That wraps everything up though, so I will see you guys in the next video.